Hi everybody, if you're watching this video right now, it probably means A, you're in a journalism major, or B, you're in a journalism related class. Whatever it is, hello, hi, nice to meet you. It's Yashanti here. I'm currently working as a health writer, also known as a health journalist, in a magazine called 2080. I'm also a digital content creator, but most importantly, I'm a very proud alumni of USM School of Communication. As a health writer, a huge chunk of my time goes towards writing health-related content. So this can be physical health, mental health, this can be about the latest development in the health industry, or this can even be like latest updates that's provided by the Ministry of Health. One of the most important things for me to be able to do through my writing and my article is to actually make the article easy to understand. So this means breaking down complex medical jargons or complex medical topics into a manner where people from non-medical background can understand. So for example, when your parents read it, they're actually able to understand what this new vaccine is able to do, or what this new disease is about, right? So it's absolutely important for you to be able to simplify a medical topic, because oftentimes when it comes to medical related topics, it can be daunting, it can be overwhelming. So our job as a health writer is to make it as simple, as easily understandable as we can. So, number two, the information that you provide, you have to do your due diligence. You have to fact check. You have to ensure that the medical related information or the health related information that you're giving is backed up by facts. So how can you do that? You can interview a doctor. You can interview a healthcare personnel who is an expert in that particular field, who has certifications, who have worked in that particular field, who has a solid professional career to support their inputs. In the event where you're unable to interview a doctor and whatnot, you can source the information from online. But always ensure that if you're picking the information online, this journal or this article or this content has been medically reviewed. That's very important. So oftentimes, medically reviewed means a fellow medical expert has reviewed the article and has fact-checked it. So that provides a layer of credibility for you as well when you're sourcing information from online platforms. Number three, on how to make the article engaging, and one of the tips and tricks that I use is, health oftentimes can be pretty boring. So our job as a writer is to make the topic as appealing as possible. So for example, on the topic of health screening, so every other platform, every other media will say, go for your health screening is important. So there's a saturation of news about health screening out there, that people just scroll through because, nothing interesting, everything looks the same. So as a writer, you have been given, your editor has given you this topic, about health screening. So how do you make it interesting? How do you get the clicks, How do you make sure people want to read your article? So what I do is I try to find interesting stats or interesting facts that I can sort of use as the angle to hook people's attention to read the article. So for example, this is a fact. Men in Malaysia are less likely to go for health screening compared to women. Women are more conscious about their health. This has been talked about in a report published by Ministry of Health, so you can check it out. Women are more health conscious as compared to men, and so this is interesting, right? I try to make it like a hook. So what I do is I will turn it into an article title, like for example, Malaysian men are less likely to go for health screening compared to women. Something as simple as that topic is enough to get attention for people to read. Most people will wonder, why Malaysian men are not going for health screening? What's their problem? What are they going through? Then in the article, you provide further context, provide further information. So one of the reasons why Malaysian men don't go for health screening, one of the reasons being societal construct. So men are always thought to be strong, not to be weak. So going for health screening and being sick is seen as like a sign of weakness. So some men are really hesitant to go for health screening, or at least that's what KKM's report said lah. I'm just paraphrasing here, but I feel free to go and read more. As for women are more generally health conscious and easily worried. So they are even little they like to go to the doctor and get their health checked. So this is something interesting, right? So you can turn that into an angle for your article. So that's just like some tips that I learned along the way lah. So this is just a little bit about being a health writer. There's a lot more to this, and I just summed it up, try to condense it and try to give you the gist of it, but that's definitely more like attending events, networking. So I've also grown to become a content creator because I realized that being a writer alone isn't enough, because the industry demands more. So there's a marketability for content creation as well. So as a writer, you sort of want to become a dynamic individual, right? You want to stand out there in the job market. So I didn't really want to just put myself in the writer's box. I also wanted to grow and become beyond that. I also realized there's a need for content creation, talking and simplifying health concepts in a video, because not everybody likes reading. So I also tapped into that. So there's also the element of content creation these days in the field of journalism. So not necessarily it's all about writing. Nowadays, writers/journalists are also expanding into content creation. So there's that. If you intend to be a journalist or a writer or whatnot, or in the media, some important skills for you to pick up right now in university, I would say, and practice on would be WordPress. So you can read up more on WordPress, but WordPress is very important. Try to pick up some video editing skills. Try using CapCut, desktop version, very user friendly. So this helps with content creation, and also try being comfortable in front of camera, because as far as I see, the industry's trend these days, writing alone isn't enough, because now we have ChatGPT and whatnot. So you want to make sure that you are above that, So make yourself dynamic. So what you do is try being comfortable in front of a camera. Let's go through upskilling workshops where you can learn how to present or learn how to speak. That would set you apart from other people out there as well. So, and curiosity, yeah, always be curious. Always think why, because when it comes to writing, it's very important for you to have that curious nature, because at the end of the day, that curious nature is the one that helps you write interesting articles, right? So I think that's all from me. I think I've already spoken a lot. Dr. Saifuddin, thank you so much for this opportunity. I hope this was helpful, and all the best for your future. And yeah, thank you.